Hello everybody and welcome back to Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. Right, we gotta go to Montfalcon, I think it is. That's the next location we've gotta try and get through. We went there before but we couldn't really do anything. There was just a police officer sat there. Okay, we now have a clown. Can I speak to him first? Speak to the policeman. Can I get him arrested? It's a clown. Don't like clowns.
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
Can I tell him a clown's a terrorist?
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
A terrorist?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say?
Oh. I did wonder if I should say that I believed you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
These people here? Tourists.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd. Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques Dumoulin, was burned on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow, you're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
Oh, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Oh, joke. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravity aerobatic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
Okay.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
If
I
you got
had
your
no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
Oh
A
god.
lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
No, if so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it. Look, a
No,
red...
that's not that.
Are you?
Does this grease paint mean anything to you?
A red nose? And now grease paint? You are sure you are not a clown?
Well, I was distracted by the idea again. Caper, caper, caper. Plummet. Nope. Gone again. Have you seen this man before?
No.
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands. I've got a medieval tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids.
Oh god.
So what?
Okay.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that? In the middle of the square was a manhole, I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level. I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Hey, hey you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that hammer alone! Now!
Oh.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that!
So what's this? Fountain.
An ornate fountain stood in one corner of the square. I'd have to come by here in the summer to see it working. There was no water to frolic about in, and the leaf mold that was collecting there just wasn't the same somehow.
Maybe I could try the tripod and that in there. I'm gonna try my tripod in here and then we can at least buy this guy maybe. Inventory. We combine that with that.
No way.
Oh, it doesn't work. Tripod. Okay, you can't do the tripod with that. Can I put it with this? Strange. No. Okay, let's go back outside. Something to do with that juggler, isn't it? I don't know how I'm gonna... I need to get the juggler and the police officer to move. Will the police officer... will he speak to me about the clown? Will somebody speak... Let's speak to the police officer first. See if he'll actually speak to us about that clown. If not, we'll see if we can speak to the crowd. Even though he's just said no. Hang on. Okay, let's... Okay, there's no one else to speak to here. You can't speak to the crowd. Can we speak to the police officer?
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
What do you think of the juggler?
Ah, he is excellent, most watchable.
But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic.
So, he is amusing. The traffic isn't. If he wants to block it, who am I to say no?
You're a cop.
Ah, oui. So I am. Ah, well.
He ain't gonna help.
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you have it.
Okay, so... Red nose on.
So you're not gonna do anything about this guy?
No.
He probably doesn't even have a license.
Ah, a license. This I had not considered.
So what are you gonna do?
The instant I return to the station, I shall check.
Return to the station? Why not just ask him?
And spoil his concentration? What kind of a barbarian do you take me for?
Okay, so I need to put my nose on.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Okay, so I need... Put my nose on. With him. Put my nose on and juggle. Like a clown.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
Look, a red nose.
Are you...
Hi again.
I need to juggle.
Oui? What is it this time?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps.
No. I just had an insight into presentation. Huh? Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, now for my secret weapon. The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
He's angry.
and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
There we go, we win. Right, now I can mess with this. They're just going to stand there. Tourists just watching us. See, tourists? I'm going down a hole.
The recent showers had made the levels rise a little, but at least the place didn't smell so much. What's a guy supposed to do with a sewer? Don't answer that. A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. On the boat was a winching machine. There was a handle in the boat that fed out chain with a hook on the end.
What am I going to connect it to? Let's have a look at these stomp panels.
There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. Close up, I could see a faded inscription. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
So that was innocent.
The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
Okay, so what we can do with this? What do we put this hook
The
on?
hook lay in a bed of chain.
What am I going to put this hook on? That. There's got to be something I can put the... Oh, path. How do I get to the path? From here.
Okay, it's long jump time.
You're not going to make it, mate.
Here goes.
Yeah, you ain't jumping
Do I
that.
look crazy or something?
That'd be something I can use.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily. Now, I wasn't so sure.
Maybe I gotta use this. Pick up. And where do I put it then? No. What the heck am I going to do with this? Can I drive the boat? Move the boat across? Can you just drive the boat? Like, get rid of this. I send me to smash these up. Okay.
Hey, that's hollow. It was time for some brutal destruction.
Oh, okay. So,
Close up, I could see the plaster was thinner where I'd broken through, and behind it were some cogs and a lever.
okay, now I know what to do. I'm going to put the hook onto there. Then you put it in there. Connect it to the mechanism then. Yeah. No. Okay, hang on.
Here goes. Hey, cool.
Okay, no, not that.
Inside the hole, I could see one of the cogs had come loose and jammed the mechanism solid.
So that means I gotta use that, right? Hook. Put the hook on there. Attach it to that. That's it. And then handle it. Boom. Okay, so we're not going the other way, we're going through here. Okay. We still got our torch. Whoa. What's this?
The door mechanism was trashed.
Yeah, 'cause you just smashed it to bits, mate.
There was a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a glimmer of natural light.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now. Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost upon us, and everything is in place for the rise of our new order. Almost. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget.
What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sort of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Igram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lokman gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
What else can we do? Can we listen to more?
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The new millennium will belong to us. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princes of this world.
The faces he pulls. We gotta get in there. Let's get down there. What if that leads the same place? Nico should have come with us. The amount of things we've seen that she's missed. There's only so much you can experience with somebody telling you than from you actually witnessing it yourself. What does circle say?
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone.
Pedestal, so I'm thinking this on the pedestal. And then I'm thinking this, because that's what it's meant to be anyway, isn't it?
The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays, and each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the seal, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Back in Nico's apartment.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how does he hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Okay.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
So, who are the good guys? Are the Templars the good guys in this? Or is that assassin the good guy? We'll find out as the story advances, I'm sure.
That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum. That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Okay. Let me... But is anything different to him, about him?
Do you want this photograph back?
No, you keep it. I can always make another print.
Okay, about this? You want a ball?
Would you like this juggling ball?
Have you been drinking, George?
No, why?
Because you're talking crap.
Oh dear.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, George.
Yeah, he's going. He's going. See you, Nico. We're going to Syria. Yeah, that's the next location for us. Syria. Let's go to the airport. And now we've got Syria, Marib. No way. Hi, mate.
The stand was being watched by a young boy, maybe 12 years old. Hey there, young fella. Speak ye you the English? Speak you the Anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nietzsche. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
What you got, nice?
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Huh? Templar. Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris.
featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow and a stick man with a halo.
Okay.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
So, all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
Okay.
So, I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
Oh, what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a pewter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind. Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Cassie, Think Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
He might not know. He might know what that is. Okay, for now.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
For now, nothing else we need to discuss with him about. Merchandise.
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios.
Why not? Ah, kitty cat. Oh, the cat doesn't want us.
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
Because the cat doesn't want us to give it fuss. Okay, let's go over here. Got other people to speak to. Tourist, trader, merchant. Let's go and speak to the tourist.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Hang on, did we meet her in the fifth one? I'm sure we met her in the fifth one, didn't we? Is this how we... Okay, this is how we first meet some of these characters then.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really. Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot. Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him?
His name's Nijo, you know.
Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
So I might need to speak to him then.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little? Is your husband around, Pearl?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, he is. Sorry to disappoint you.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a phenomenon?
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
Okay, she's not really going to help much else. So I might as well
I've gotta
speak
go
to
now, Pearl.
these two
It's been a pleasure, George.
merchants
Don't
and then
be
we'll
a
speak to her
stranger.
husband.
He didn't have anything that I needed.
Okay, so we're going to speak to him or the trader. Can speak to the trader, then we'll speak to her husband who's walked
didn't want
off.
to buy fruit, so I didn't start a conversation.
That's him I need to speak to.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne. My name's George Stobart.
And lots of questions to ask. First of all, we'll get rid of some of these.
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
Weirdo.
Do you recognize this man or not?
Not.
And why not just say that, man? Jeez.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I guess the matchbook's pretty useless at the moment.
Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo? He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not gonna find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them there stands.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please. I saw a medieval picture of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Not gonna help me at all, are you?
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the prob.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
What does Pearl do for a living?
Oh, I run a greetings card company, and Pearl writes the poems for him. You ought to ask her to recite some.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way, not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
You already taken one.
What? Why?
He's already taken one.
Ow! You could have warned me.
He did.
You don't mind, do you, George?
He asked.
Folks back home will be real interested.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland? Pearl said you're in Akron.
What was that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
So they're both saying contradicting things. One says they work one place, one says they work another. Okay. Speak to this guy. Who's this? Wender. Speak to him.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Musku.
What do you make of this?
Buy kebab. Most good.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab. Am to the.
What the hell, man?
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Mouse good to you too, mate. Alright then. Bye kebab. What's up here? Rugs.
The carpet seller had an impressive collection of wares. If I had the time and the money, I might have bought a couple of rugs.
He might help me.
Unfortunately, I had neither the time nor the money to buy anything. Hi.
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpets, yes.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah, give to me. Allah mut.
So he knows it. Ah! So you give him the matchbook and you can go inside some secret place. So the carpet store is just basically a front. Clever.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No. And again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No. I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ulta. Taxi driver and luxury guide, per excellent, yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ulta.
Thanks. See you around, Oltar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Okay, let's speak to him
Hello
first.
again, Ultar.
Great hellos, munificent foreigner, and possible future client.
Well, you never know. Would you mind talking to me?
It's most agreeable. This is how Ultar learned such splendid English, yes? Yes.
Wow, okay, got a lot to talk about.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria.
Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture. Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on, he wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 miles out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
Oh, crap. Okay, speak about all these people.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable. What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheer up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon. Whatever that is.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great Sheba band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Van belt older than Ozymandias. Ha 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 ha. But they gone.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Yep, might as well.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
$50? I don't have $50.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's box or zip.
Oh, unfortunate American.
Okay.
See you around, Ultar.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
Pick this guy.
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What?
I mean, I beg your pardon?
I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, alrighty. He say sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
Oh.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappy. Oh, yes.
Oh god. Right, anyway, I've actually got to finish this one here. I've only got like 10 minutes before the video finishes. And to be honest, the only thing we've got to do really is get some money for this guy. It's going to take a Hades to get the money, I think. So we'll do that in the next video. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. And until next time, take care.